Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're going over Golden Rooster stands on one leg. It's the most, maybe the most difficult, maybe not, but one of the most difficult, but one of the most powerful, and in my opinion, fun movements in the Guang Ping Yang Taijiquan form. Let me show it to you. That's what it looks like. We generally do 4 of them, but as you can see, I am shortened by 2 walls, so I'm only doing 2 repetitions. All right, there are a couple of things that I want you to know about this posture. One is when I'm doing the form, when I come down into single whip and I'm coming back up, I bring my heel in, but notice that I went at a 45. That's hard for some people, especially if they're not using the qua, which I suggest, as you know, to turn into this, to make sure that everything is aligned as you turn in. That's important. If you can't do that, or if it's really hard, or if you're having any knee injuries, there are people who do this single whip and they keep the foot straight so that they just come up with the foot forward. The reason I like to have my foot out is twofold. One is the foot rotated is a larger base of stability to bring the knee up and the heel out. The other reason is for martial art purposes, when you're able to come at an angle, one of the things it does is allow you not to be straight on for a strike or a kick, but at an angle that allows you some flexibility to get out of harm's way. That same flexibility gives you a little more extension in your knee strike, in your kick, and in your strike with your hand or your elbow or your arm. I rotate the foot out. It's not always easy for everybody. So I want to give you the option when you're doing this. Let me just show you the option. As you're coming down or as you're coming up and over, to bring that foot in straight, fold into the qua. As the string lifts you, it brings the knee up and the heel out. As you step down, you just keep that foot straight. Lower down, come up, knee up, heel out. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that, especially if it's saving your knees. So let's take a look at the footwork the way that I'm doing it. As I'm in my lowering down, I'm not going to go all the way down. As I'm in single whip lowering down, the string is going to guide me. As it guides me, I'm pivoting my foot and my heel is in at a 45. My knee is going in the same direction as my toes. And I'm going to fold in and notice that rotation. That's the spiraling into the qua. And then I'm coming up with the strike with my knee and then heel. And then I'm going to step, lowering down, folding into the qua, spiraling down. And as I spiral and the weight's shifting, I rotate. I come up, my knee comes up, and my heel comes out. Okay? So you don't want to be fully weighted and rotate the foot. As you're going over to that, slowly draw the heel in and pivot on the ball of the foot. Let me show it to you again. I'm down. I pull the heel in, pivoting on the ball of the foot. The string brings me over and spirals me into the qua, brings me up, knee up, heel out. I step. I lower down. As I'm pivoting, the weight is shifting to the ball of my foot, so I draw the heel in because it's lighter. I come up, knee up, heel out. Let's try it again. After you do this a few times, you're going to feel like my right leg is like this giant muscular thing. My left leg is like this wee little. Okay. We're down, pivoting in, spiraling into the front, knee up, heel out, step, lower down, pivot, coming over, knee up, heel out. And you can do this 2 more times. I just don't have the space. All right, we're going to do it 1 more time. From single whip lowering down, we come up, pivoting in, spiraling over, knee up, heel out. Step, lower down, pivot as you're transferring the weight or the string is bringing you, knee up, heel out. Okay? Play with it and notice what's happening in your knees. You know, give yourself a break, massage a little bit, and make sure that when you're doing this, you're not coming forward straight, because that's putting a lot of pressure on the inside of that knee. Make sure you're aligned, okay? All right, the hands. We ended with single whip, palm or fingers pointing forward. I'm just going to show you the left hand because it's pretty simple. Notice as we turn in Golden Rooster, that's already bringing that hand back. Just feel that. It's the greatest optical illusion. It looks like I'm doing this or pulling back, but I'm not. I'm just turning. Okay? So as you turn, let that happen. Slowly, you're going to rotate, rotate, rotate until the palm gets to your hip. Some say Huan Tiao point. So 1, 2. And the reason I'm counting to 2 is because the opposite hand is going to be doing 2 things. So as you're turning to draw that back, just think, I'm halfway back, I'm almost, just a little turned. When it comes all the way back, the palm is up, okay? This first motif is a little different than the other 2 that are coming, or, I should say 4 that are coming. If you do 4 iterations of this. So this turns slowly, slowly, slowly back to the hip, palm up. The right hand, as you turn, it's going to open. And as always, we are working with curves and circles and spirals with the arms. Circle 1, circle 2. It's just 2 strikes. So from here, the right hand, we turn, we open it, circles once, and circles a second time. And then it's going to be the next one to come back. So we just leave it out there for the moment. Okay? As you turn, the palm opens, we circle 1 and circle 2. Okay. Let's put those 2 together for this first iteration. We begin the turn. The left hand slowly rotates. The right hand opens. The right hand makes, you know what? Let me start that over again because we're not this way. We're already this way, which makes it a little bit different. So as we turn, the left hand is rotating very slowly. Right hand comes up, circle 1. Now, when we circle 1, the hand should be halfway back and halfway rotated. Circle 2, that hand should be all the way back and all the way rotated. So let's try it from single whip. Turn 1 circle, 2 circles. Okay? Now this right hand becomes the one that's going to be drawn back. So as we turn, it rotates and we circle the left hand 1. And when it makes the strike, the right hand should be halfway back and halfway rotated. 2. With a second strike, it should be all the way back and all the way rotated, palm up. Now you've got the left hand. As the right hand begins its strike, the left hand slowly rotates back, halfway turned, halfway back. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back way too fast. But all the way back, all the way rotated. Let's try it again. You know what? Let's keep that right hand out. Begin, rotate, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's kind of the rhythm of it. There are 2 circles with the striking hand and 1 drawing back of the opposite hand. And it's just a slow rotation. That's it. The timing, comes. And there's more to the timing, though, because you've got to get this all timed up with the legs. Let's put them together. Okay. So, single whip lowering down. Pivot. 1, 2. Step. Notice my left hand is slowly rotating palm up. I pivot. 1, 2. Okay, let's try it again. From single whip, lowering down. Heel comes in. 1, 2. Step. Already, hands are slowly rotating. Pivot. 1, 2. Golden Rooster stands on 1 leg, and it's worth it to practice. It's worth it to get your warm-ups in before you do, so that you're not creating tension in the body, that your body is ready to do those lowers and lifts and the hard work that Guang Ping is. All right. Happy practicing. If you want to know when I am publishing, subscribe. Just click on that shift logo and subscribe, and you will be notified. All right. And if you want to join, I've got a free online community where we talk about Guang Ping, we talk about taiji in general, qigong. Feel free to join and talk. All right. Cheers. 谢谢. Hi, everybody. Are you ready for this? We are going through a very challenging movement called Golden Rooster stands on 1 leg. And How am I supposed to do this with you, huh? It's a rooster, it's not a cat. Screwed this up.